Hey everyone, it is late at night and I am Norman. I have a watch that I've owned for years now, and unfortunately I have no choice but to throw it away. There's literally nothing else I can do with it. Let me explain. Okay, before I reveal this watch to you, let me give you a little bit of a backstory on it for those of you who don't already know. So years ago, before I was an in-earnest watch nerd, I went through a huge retro future kick. I collected Robotech t-shirts, Tron t-shirts, Vim cheat sheet t-shirts, Unix file system t-shirts. I also looked for bracelets and rings, anything I could find that looked really retro sci-fi, and watches. And I found a bunch of watches that look like they're straight out of a sci-fi movie, and this is one of them. If you're a regular viewer of the channel, this piece will look familiar to you. As you can see, the battery is dead already. I just replaced it less than a year ago. And when I did replace the battery, this was displaying the time apparently in Klingon. However, after a while, it cleared up and was telling time properly. So I had high hopes for this watch, and I was actually going to cut the band shorter, which is an interesting design flaw in straps like this. It's not just this one. Panerai makes pieces that have straps like this where you have to actually cut them down to size, which is crazy. Unless it's an inexpensive strap, I feel like that's not good. This watch does have a battery hatch, which is nice. However, when I went to change the battery, I had already removed the old one, but I didn't keep it around. And there's zero information on what kind of battery this thing takes. I took it to my mall watch guy, and he tried a bunch of batteries and found the correct one. This is a Stark Fossil collaboration piece. So it was designed by Stark, and yeah, it looks so cool. So this clear panel here is where the time is displayed, and it's designed to where it looks like it's just kind of floating in there. However, there's no light in this watch, so when you're wearing it, it's totally illegible. And these two little dots are buttons, and they're not so friendly either. So why do I have to throw this piece away? And why do I have no choice about that? So a while ago, I decided I was going to actually give this some wrist time. I was going to cut down the strap like I mentioned so that it fits nice and snug. But when I picked it up, it had gone back to its weird alien Klingon gibberish on the display. And what's more is I noticed that it looked a bit purple. And you can see that weird sheen on the strap there. This watch is sticky, so it has begun to disintegrate. It's melting, which is weird. Hey, how about if I turn it right side up for you guys? Sorry about that. I've owned this watch for years and years, and it's been fine. It's been sitting on my shelf. It has never seen direct sunlight. I did move it to a lower shelf, but it still isn't in direct sunlight or anything. It's in the same room, but it just started melting for some reason after years of being just fine. So yeah, I can't give this away even because this is just unwearable. It's gross and sticky, and it's just rotting away. I've seen stuff like this happen when materials like this come in contact with metals. Like if you have this sitting up against something metal, it might react to it this way, but I've never seen it happen just sitting on a shelf. Terrible. I mean, I could just keep it on the shelf and just never touch it because it's gross. I don't know why throwing a watch away, even when it's garbage, is so tough to do. Anything more than like a $5, $10 watch, I don't think I've ever brought myself to just throw it away. But, yeah. Yep, that's what's happened to this watch. So there you have it, one of my beloved sci-fi shelf watches that is just melting, disintegrating, and it's a battery eater. Can't believe this battery is already dead. So sad. I like this watch. Like I said, I was actually going to adjust the strap on it and give it some wrist time, but that was when I realized that it was decaying and changed to a purpley color. I have no idea why. It's so weird. Thanks for watching.